supposed to shoot somebody?
I'm like, I might be a little flabbergasted here because I think it might actually be working the first time for the first time. It is. We are working. We are up, and no sound. I got a little too excited. All right, where's our sound at? Dang, I was so excited. Here we go. Can you hear me now? All right. Yes. Okay. Look at that. Oh, this is wonderful. This is. Oh wait, this might be a little bit too bright. I can see. Whoa. Oh, that's not how you fix it. All right. Look at that. It was my gain. Ah, awesome. So, welcome everybody. We're actually close to on time this time, and we don't have like 3 million technical issues. Isn't that great? That's like progression, right? Like that means I'm figuring this whole thing out. All right. Oh, volume is low. Volume is low. All right. Well, we can tweak. We can tweak. Hello, hello. Yep, that's still low. All right. We could just move the camera closer or move the microphone closer. Let's see. Hello, hello. We better now? Still quiet, huh? This is an issue that was happening with my videos too. I feel like every time my computer has an issue, it resets all of my audio. So why can I not? Let's see. All right. Can you hear me now? That should be good. That should be good. Okay. I'm not too loud. If I'm too loud, I can move the mic away. Did I even do the question thing for this stream? I don't even think I did the question thing. I don't even think I put up the post to ask the questions. All right. All right. Well, people can hear me. Great. That's fantastic. Everybody can ask their questions here because we are officially affiliates. I don't have one of them sound maker things, but this is a part where it would be like. I didn't do the question thing, so this will be a very chat heavy stream, but I think that might be a good thing. Folks can now, like, you can send bits, you can subscribe, and you can follow, and you can do all of those things because we are officially affiliates. So if you want to do those things, they're always appreciated, but they're never required. So don't ever feel pressured at any moment to do any of those things. I probably won't even ask you to do those things. I'll just be like, mention that you can do those things. So yeah, I think this is gonna be very chat heavy. So I'm gonna basically just be having. At some point, I'll figure out this whole thing. Like you can see through my face. It's actually kind of cool though. Like I don't hate it. It's like it makes me feel like I'm ethereal, like I'm a ghost or something. I feel like this is what ghosts would look like. So you can kind of see through, but you not all the way. It's not as creepy as real ghosts would be, I feel like. All right. Howdy, the Great War Mage. All right, I got to get this up to where both of the chats are showing. Okay, that one is popped out. I want to put them next to each other. Can I pop out? We are having an ad break. Now it tells me when we're going to have ad breaks, people, so I know not to like spill any important information. There's an ad break in 3 minutes. So, there we go. Man, all right. Yeah, Halloween edition is right. One of these days I'll figure out this lighting. I know what it is. I need a box light to shine on me, and then I need to adjust all of my stuff to the box light. Because what happens is I adjust everything so differently. See, like, you can see me up close here, but I need you to see me right there. So I adjust to the Secret Lab logo so that when my face is back, you can see me like that. I don't know. We'll get it together. All right. So it should be that you don't get commercials. It should be that it starts with a commercial, and then it should be that you don't get another commercial for like 20 minutes. That's the way that they tell me it works. But if it doesn't work that way, let me know, and then I'll see if I can fix that. All right. Folks, so this is going to be very chat heavy, so just ask your questions in the chat. Anything you want to talk about, even if it's just like, you know, I'll say this. If you want to ask a question, put question in front of it in bold letters or capital letters. And then if you want to talk about a subject, put subject in front of it. So how often, Drunken Citizen, how often are you getting commercials? Let me ask in the chat. Oh, that's okay. So I think, so you got 7 ads before you could watch. You got 7 ads before you could watch. Okay. So I have to fix that because I don't know. This is literally my first day of having like this amount of ads, so I have to fix that. I want to make it to where it's like watchable. Because they have a thing where you can like front load. You can like front load the ads and then you have less ads throughout the stream, or you can have no ads in the front, but then you have to watch them throughout the stream. Yes, I do have subs now. Holy crap. Did somebody just donate $10? What? I didn't even say anything yet. You guys are awesome. Lucky Charmin Charms. Thank you. Very much so appreciated. Wow. You guys are awesome. Okay, so okay. So you had a bunch of commercials in a row. So that's the idea. The idea is that so they're gonna give commercials, I guess, no matter what I do. So you can either front load them so that you have to watch a bunch in the beginning and then you only have to watch one every like 20 minutes, or it'll be like one every 7 minutes or something like that. So there it is. Yep. YouTube title is wrong. Yep. It's pretty much wrong every time. I gotta I keep forgetting it. You have to actually change. I'm so worried about actually getting my video working that I think sometimes I'm like, everything else is secondary. But I think I figured the video thing out. I figured it out early on this time. Um this is the best this has went in the first 10 minutes. But I will say this. So if you are getting the front-loaded questions, if you're getting the front-loaded questions, or not front-loaded questions, if you're getting the front-loaded ads, I'm not going to discuss anything crazy in the first few minutes. So then that way you can just get your, ads out of the way and everything like that. So by the time you get here, we're going to start discussing the stuff. We're 19 minutes in, though, so we actually need some questions in these chats. Don't forget to dual stream if you want to win both of our prizes and all that good stuff. Dual stream on Twitch and on YouTube. Okay. 5 memberships. Lucky Charms, you've done enough. You have done enough. Thank you so much. This is awesome. Every time we do this, I feel like I just spend most of the time just saying how awesome you guys are, but I don't feel bad about that. All right. So I don't see a whole lot of questions, but what I will do is there are things. Timble, you're in Orlando. I didn't know that. There are things I want to talk about anyway, but I do see a question that popped up. Question: what are your thoughts on the new Zeus? Do you think there's anything CIG could have done better with it? The Zeus I haven't flown it a lot. I've only just hopped in just to kind of see what it looks like, and I flew it around a few. It's too slow. That's one thing. They could have made it faster. And it's too crowded. It's too, everything feels very close together. But they stuffed a lot in it. So it's weird because I on one hand, I love that they put as much in it as possible, but on the other hand, I feel like it shouldn't feel as cramped as it is. But as far as how it fights, I haven't fought with it yet, so I don't know how it fights. But I think just based on the stats alone, I could tell you that the Zeus, I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I think if I had to give it a preliminary score, I think I already actually did. I think I did review the Zeus. I think I reviewed the Zeus, and I don't know what my score was, but I would guess it was somewhere around a 7, a 6 or a 7. Just because other ships exist that, and this part of the reason I wanted to review all the ships, I have multiple reasons why, but one of the main reasons I wanted to review all the ships is because when you review all of the ships, you start to get a picture of what works and what doesn't. And sometimes having really good stats is great, but then there's something in game that just makes this ship even better. And then sometimes you have really good stats, and then in game it doesn't translate. And then sometimes you have really bad stats, and then in game that doesn't translate. So sometimes you get a ship that's amazing, but the stats don't really tell the story of it. So let me give you an example. The Buccaneer. Right now the Buccaneer is amazing, but if you just looked at the stats and compared it to other fighters, you'd be like, it's not that great. So that's just an example of that. Let's see what else we got on here. We got some people that subbed. Nice. Wait, we got a hype train too? I don't even know how to react to this stuff quick enough. Ray, oh yeah, my bad, Ray. I forgot to tell you that you're a mod now, but I feel like you figured it out. Let's see. Yes, Ray, you were the first sub. Do you get a founder thing? Yes, you do. I think you get a founder thing because you were the first person. So nice. Meat salad, much appreciated. Yes, you missed first, but it's okay. It's okay. We're not doing Ricky Bobby here. It's not if you're first, you're last here. All right? Every sub matters. Did I change the title on YouTube? Okay, I think I changed it. Okay. Let's see. Ace and Brink, much appreciated. I have subs now. This is so cool. So front load is better. How do we feel about that? We feel better with the front loaded ads thing. I see Drunken Citizen likes it better. See Great War Mage. Yes, I did make affiliate. I want the ads to make sense though for everybody. I just did what I thought would work. Okay, question. You've done all these reviews of ships now. What ship do you like the least? Ooh, that's a good one. It's probably the Aurora, but it's not because the Aurora is a bad ship. It's just because it does what it's supposed to do. Lucky Charms at $5. Okay. Thank you, Lucky Charms. Thank you. I'm gonna try to answer questions. Lucky Charms is going in. So the Aurora is one of those ships where it's not meant to be anything more than what it is. So like you're not supposed to like it more than any other ship, I don't think. The Mustangs maybe are probably in that same category. But let's talk about, I'll give you one at every size, so then it's not just, because I feel like Aurora is kind of like a cop-out answer. Ooh, and let's see if this changes anything. Nope, that makes it worse. Oh, I fixed it. Aha! I fixed it a little bit. Hold on. Maybe if I put it down there. Well, it's better. It's better. I think it's my lighting. Yeah, I think it's my lighting. I will figure out the lighting thing. But at the medium, you know what? I'm gonna just pull up a list of ships because I don't want to like, disrespect a ship that doesn't deserve it. We got a hype chest. I don't know what these things are. We just completed a hype train. I don't know what that is. I just opened a hype chest. I don't know what that is. But I love it. This is very cool. Okay. All right. I'm pulling up a list of ships. I'm trying to answer the questions because otherwise we'll be here for 3 hours. All right. I want to give an answer for every question. Or for every size. Nope, that one doesn't do it. Nope, that's based on Hangar. I think Urkel would be best. Yeah, let's use Urkel. Oh, yes. While I'm waiting for this to load, make sure you leave comments 7 minutes in between. At least 7 minutes in between. Even if you just keep commenting, that's fine. Just so you qualify for the prize. And also, make sure you're dual streaming, because if you dual stream, you qualify for both prizes, which means you have to leave 2 comments on each. Leave 2 on Twitch and 2 on YouTube. You don't have to watch on both, but you can just leave both up while you're watching on one. All right, now let's answer this question. So it looks like, oh, and Lucky Charms, I see your question too there. So size 1, okay, so size 2, so the Auroras are size 2, so I need an answer for size 1, which is going to be worst ship? It's probably going to be, oh, well, let me make sure it's just ships. I don't want to do a cop-out answer, but I feel like this would be a cop-out answer. The MPUV, I feel like the MPUV personnel, the one that doesn't do the tractor beaming. The cargo and tractor is cool, but the personnel one just seems like, what are you doing? What are we doing here? So yeah, I'll go with that at size 1. Size 2, I said the Auroras. Size 3, we're talking worst ships here. If you're just joining, how do you win ships? You leave 2 comments separate by 7 minutes on both YouTube and Twitch, and then you're qualified. You got to do it at least. You got to come back for more streams though. You got to do it at least 7 streams. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna make some people upset. What's the glaive has 2? The glaive has 2. The blade, no, it's not the glaive. It's the scythe. I think the scythe. You have the glaive and the scythe, right? And the glaive has 2 arms, and then the scythe has 1. So I think the scythe is the one that I would choose for size 3 as worst ship. Worst because why do you exist? Because why would everybody not want the actual glaive, which is like the one that it has more usability in general? I don't get why the scythe exists. But it might be somebody's favorite ship, so I'm gonna make some people mad. That's okay. You can be mad at me. There's not that many size 4 ships, so I'm definitely gonna make somebody upset when I say this one. 400i, because of the recent nerfs to it that don't seem to make any sense, and because I feel like somebody at CIG just doesn't like the 400i. So I'll say the 400i is the worst size 4 ship. The worst size 5 ship. Oh, really quiet? I'm still really quiet? We'll talk directly into the mic then. Hello. Yeah, I should be good now. All right. Worst ship at size 5. Oh, let me put this on the charger. At size 5, it's the Starfarer, because, duh, it just needs a massive rework. And then at size 6, there's only 4, Reclaimer, Idris, or 890 Jump. I'm going to say 890 Jump, because Reclaimer makes you a bunch of money. Idris destroys everything that gets in front of it. So, yeah. I'll say that the 890 Jump is the one out of those 4. Out of those 3 choices, really. So, there you have it. Those are my worst ships of every size. I don't like dodging questions. So, like, if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you, like, the truth, even if it pisses a few people off. Because, like, like, it's boring when people are just, like, give you the diplomatic answer. Like, well, every ship has its purpose. Every ship is good. Every ship has its thing. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Some ships suck. And they don't suck because, like, the design of them was terrible or whatever. They're meant to suck. Some ships are meant to suck because they're just like for you to start with and get something better. So there you go. All right. So okay, we had some. I'm gonna go to YouTube because I think that was where the first questions were. I'm going up. Okay, let's see. Thanks for all the appreciation. Hey, like, I really appreciate that. A lot of this stuff, like, that I'm doing, I have to stay up all night to do some of these ship reviews and stuff. So, like, and I'm going to have to do the same thing. After this stream, you're going to see, the Ursa. You're going to see, I think, then I get into Tumbril. And technically, and I want to be very clear about this, right? So I said I would review every ship by CitizenCon 2024. Technically, when I'm done with the Tumbril, I will have reviewed every ship that was available when I said that. So I would technically be done after Tumbril. But we don't go by technical over here. So I will go back and review the Peregrine, because that came out this year, the Firebird, that came out this year, the Atlas, and I will do the Ironclads, because those are the ships that came out this year that I didn't review already. The Zeus technically came out this year, but I already reviewed it. So there we have it. What are my... Oh, I already answered that question. What are your thoughts on the Starlancer series? I don't know, because I don't really look at leaks. I might watch a video just to, like, hear what the scuttlebutt is, but I don't really, like, dive into it because I like to be surprised. especially because now I'm going to CitizenCon, and I'm probably going to go to every CitizenCon from here going on out. So I don't want. I like to be a little surprised. I don't want to know everything that's coming. It's like going to a magic show, but looking up all the tricks before you go to the magic show and like knowing how they all work. Like I'm kind of going for some entertainment, so I want to know. But I have heard of it. I'm nonplussed. Everything that I've heard as far as rumors and scuttlebutt, I'm like, ah. The biggest thing I'd say I'm looking forward to that I've heard is probably the combat Atlas version, like whatever they're doing as far as like a combat um ship. I will say this though, if they have some straight to flyable stuff, that'll be cool. I'm always excited. I don't care what the ship is for. Well, not racing. I'm not a big fan of racing. But if it's a non-racing ship that goes straight to flyable, I'll be excited just because it whatever ships they add always change the meta, and anything that like immediately changes the meta is always cool to me. Let's see what else we got. Yes, the ship thing, I will continue doing ships. I should be I should get 3 or 4 out today. I'm gonna put some real effort in today, and then they'll probably drop to 2 a day every day after that. Do you think CIG will give us something new at CitizenCon? Yes. Yes, ships. Like I said, I also think we're gonna get Darkstar Gray asked that question. I think we'll get ships, and I also think that we'll get. Did I miss a subscriber? Ace and Brink, Ray, Meat Salad, Ubo. Appreciate you. I think we'll get the combat version of the Atlas. And I mean, technically they kind of always give us non-ship stuff at CitizenCon. Like there'll be some gear to purchase. We already know that they gave us like the what are those goodie packs? There's always new armors. There's new stuff like that. So I guess you got to be a little bit more specific on what you mean by like non-ships, because I think the craziest things that they give us at CitizenCon are ships. As far as info, I do think we'll get a vehicle. I do think we'll get the construction vehicle, because I think they're going to talk a lot about base building, and I think they're going to start with like the small version of it and then scale up from there. So I think we'll get the vehicle. Oh, I got a bunch of like white stuff. It looks like my shirt is in space. And that's Miles Morales, by the way. If you're wondering, it's not a spider flipping you off. What ship do you think has the best interior? Also, what's your most anticipated ship rework that CIG has talked about doing? That came from Casey Simpson. My best interior is, I mean, concept-wise, it's going to be the Banu Merchantman. But currently, best interior? Oh, that's a rough one. I'd probably go with Carrick. I like the Carrick's interior a lot. It just makes a lot of sense. And it's got the cool looking pool table. Yeah, I'd say the Carrick's got my favorite interior. It makes sense the way it's laid out and everything. Yeah, it's fun to walk around. Yeah. We got an ad break in 15 seconds, folks. So I'll let the ad break go. Make sure you put your questions in the chat. Let's see. Oh, I see some more questions over here. Oh man. I feel like I should be able to pop this out. Nope, that's collaboration. Nope, that's not what I was trying to pop out. I want to pop out the chat. Ah, there we go. There we go. Hold on. If I do this, can you guys see that? Can you guys see the chat? Yes, you can. then this one. Oh, but then I can't read them over there. I can't read them when they're right there. All right, but that's cool. We got those popped out. All right. Everybody should be back from the ad break thing. I want to answer the second part of your question. Most anticipated ship rework is the one that they've talked about doing. I don't think they've really talked about the Constellation one, but that would be my answer if they had talked about it. The 600i. 600i is the most anticipated one because it's going to change the game. I think a lot more people, I think people right now are skeptical because they're like, oh, the 600i is going to get, the 600i is going to, you know, get this rework, but like, who cares? Until it gets it, like, who cares? But once it gets it, I think a lot of people are going to give it, you know, a second look. I still think you should do a video on your favorite ship from each manufacturer after you get done with the ship reviews. Yes. Send me a message. Go to the Discord, Casey, and send me a message with that so I don't forget. But that is definitely going to be a video. That is an excellent idea for a video. Lord Wuckett said, how do I win ships? You win ships. The stream is not giving away a ship unless you count the Atlas as a ship. If you're on YouTube, go on Twitch and you have the chance to win the Atlas. On YouTube, the prize, if you only stay on YouTube, then the prize is going to be a ship skin. So in order to enter the contest, you have to leave you have to make sure you follow, and then make sure that you leave a comment 7 minutes in between on at least 7 videos. Do that on both YouTube and Twitch, and you qualify for both prizes. So dual streaming is your best bet, basically, and keeping good in the chat. Do you think the Crusader? Wait, nope. Hold on, I skipped one. Are you excited about from Raygun? Are you excited about the other suits that will come out, like the Atlas Combat? Yes, I think I talked about that already. The Combat, I'm excited for every suit that comes out because suits change the game. Like that Atlas came out and it changed the way people did cargo. So like, I'm excited for every one of them because I think it's going to add an X factor to the game, and this game is very much so in need of an X factor. Ryan McCurdy said, what is the cheapest ship in game to buy to get a large hangar? I can actually answer that with very good specificity because if you go to, what's the name of the website? I'll plug the website here because it is very good. For this specific type of question, it's very good. Shipmatrix.space. If you go to shipmatrix.space, it tells you which hangar you get for every vehicle you own. So the cheapest one with a large hangar, let's see. It looks like it's the Starfarer. Yep. The base Starfarer is $300. It's the cheapest ship that comes with a large hangar. $300. We might as well keep going. So the cheapest for an extra large is the Reclaimer at $400. The cheapest for a dock, which means you get the massive docking station, which is not in game yet, is the Orion at $650. The cheapest for a medium, is it the C1? The cheapest to get a medium hangar is the C1. Yeah, at $125. And then small and all that other stuff you get by default. So, yeah, there's only small. So, yeah, small you get by default. So, there you have it. And again, that website was shipmatrix.space if you want to go check out like which hangars you get for each ship. It also has the prices, it has the lengths of everything, like how big each ship is. It has the SCU, it has the in-game prices. It's pretty good. I've been using it to make some of my videos. So shout out to shipmatrix.space. Let's see what else we got. All right, I see some more questions in YouTube, but I always do this. I want to go back to Twitch and get those questions in too. I did that one. What do you think about the new event? Did you give it a try? I did not. What was the event? I did not. I didn't even know it was happening. I just been like I'm in the crunch time for ship reviews, so I literally can't even play the game right now. Because I have to get these all done in the next 3 days. So, and I have to hop on a plane. So it's not like it's not like I have that last day, that last full day. I did not try the event though, so I can't answer that question. Opinion on balancing PvE and PvP in Star Citizen events. So, I think when you balance any event, it should favor PvE, not because PvE is some type of better thing, but I think you have to favor PvE because, as in, there should be more PvE interactions than PvP, because PvP should be, some of it should be opt-in, some of it should not be. So you should be forced into PvP sometimes, but not all the time. So what I mean by that? So essentially, there should be parts of an event where when you do this part of the event, you know you're going to run into people. And then there should be parts of an event where you know for sure you're not going to run into people. And then there should be parts where you don't know where you're going to run into people or not. And I think if they balance that out as a third of each, then you'll have a successful event. You know, maybe I'll run into somebody. I'll definitely run into somebody, and then I definitely won't run into somebody. And then if you spread it out that way, I think everybody is happy because, you know, there's the unknown portion of like maybe I can do some pirating here or, you know, mess up, you know, a little bit of what's expected here, and then there's the, you know what's expected and you know it's not. Let's see what else we got. Make sure you're dual streaming, folks, YouTube and Twitch. Make sure you're leaving those comments 7 minutes apart. All right, we got some more Twitch questions. What are your thoughts on the information on the Guardianship? I haven't looked it up. I don't know pretty much anything about it except the way it looks because I saw that on an Inforunner video. I like the way it looks, but I think I heard it was going to be small though and not medium. And you should know, I'm not very much so interested in smaller ships. There's a few that have sparked my interest, but very few have sparked my interest. I think like the Razor EX, the Saber Firebird, because it's like super stealthy. Because I kind of like stealth ships. I think it's kind of cool. But every stealth ship doesn't get that. You know, like the Eclipse doesn't really pique my interest as much. But yeah, like I small ships don't really excite me. It's medium to capital that's my go. I don't even think I'll own any small ships. I think the F8C is size 2, and I think so is the F7C. So I own those two, but that's it. And I didn't purchase the F8C. I got that from Wing Commander. And the F7A is really only in my fleet because it took so much effort to earn it. And I'm not willing to part with that much effort. So that's the main reason I have those two. But if I had to purchase both and not put in effort for either, I wouldn't have any ships below the size of a Raylan. Raylan would be the smallest ship I'd have. Let's see. Apart from the Polaris, which is intended for release at IAE, this is from Citizen Ninja, which vehicles from the anticipated ones would you guess will come at SitCon or the IAE? Fat Fury, Hornet Mark II variants, those for sure. The Fat Fury, I do think that might come, but I'm not 100% sure. But definitely the Hornet Mark II variants. If we don't get those at CitizenCon, I would be severely surprised. Um, the Starlancer, I'm not 100% certain on. At least one of these things that you're talking about, though, is going to be straight to flyable. My guess would be the Hornets being straight to flyable, because I feel like that's the easiest, because they already have the F7C Mark II is already done, so they would just be building on that. Whereas the Starlancer is completely new, the Crusader starter would be completely new, the Fortune would be completely new. Maybe a straight to flyable combat mech suit, because that would I don't know how much different that would have to be. And I think the Argo construction vehicle, I think that would be straight to flyable. Yeah, that would make sense to me. Those three, the Mark II, the combat suit, and the CSV. I think those would make sense. Have I seen the new pickup truck they are about to release? I think you're talking about the UTV. I have not seen it, but that's the only one that I know that's even coming, unless you're talking about the Argo CSV. And maybe the Argo CSV is the pickup, and I'm getting the names crossed up. But this, I don't really look at the I don't look at the leaks that much, so that's probably why I don't know. So like, somebody let me know if I'm mixing those up. But I would be excited for any new vehicles, because we have a severe lack of vehicles right now. It doesn't feel like it because there's so many variations of the Cyclone, and now, you know, we're getting variations of other stuff. But we need the Ranger TR. We need the G12. We need to mix it up, because everybody's in an Ursa or a Cyclone. A few hover bikes out there, but like, this is what everybody gets in, because it's the most utilitarian vehicles, you know. See a few people in some Dragonflies, some Pulses, because they can fit them in small ships, but we just need more variety out there at the same size levels as everything else. Subs and turbo avoid the ads while still giving the creator credit. Okay, very cool. Now I know. In your experience, when will the next referral bonus take place? It's weird because I think we're moving into a new era where experience won't matter. Because I think they're going to announce I think at CitizenCon they're going to announce Squadron 42, and I think once Squadron 42 is announced, I think that changes like the entire dynamic of what we're used to in Star Citizen. And so I think that the next referral bonus could be at CitizenCon, or it could be at IAE. But I think, I mean, it's going to happen this month or next month for sure. It's just a matter of what. But I don't think we'll be able to use our previous experience after CitizenCon. I think we're going to have to set whole new standards. Do you think CIG will make a new super capital ship for the Hull E, Orion, and Javelin? I do. I think they'll release a concept. I think so here's the problem. If they release another massive ship like that, people are going to do the thing where they're like, oh, we'll get it in 2038 or something like that. So I don't think it's best to do it. I think right now, if they released another Corvette, like if they did the Drake Corvette, that would be okay. And the reason I think that's okay is because they're releasing a Corvette. Like, so we got done with the Polaris. Here's the next Corvette you're going to get, which is a Drake Corvette or something like that, right? Because then it's like you finished one and you started one. But if they're like, here's a new ship the size of the Javelin, and it's like, you didn't even finish the Javelin yet, right? I think that might create some issues in the community. Now that I've said that, we'll take that, we'll put that in a box, and then we'll set that over here. Okay, we'll let that there. I want them to do it anyway. I want them to announce like 50 concepts. I want them to be like, we're working on this and this, and this is the idea we had, and you can purchase this and you can buy that. And the reason I want them to do that is because then I have a better idea of where they're going as far as ships. Even if the ships aren't coming out till 2038, I don't care, because I need to know how to plan my fleet. And that's what I really want. I want to be able to plan my fleet. And the more I don't know about ships that are coming out, the harder it is to plan my fleet. And let me give you an example, right? So I had a Liberator, right? And the reason I bought the Liberator was mostly as, you know, I wanted a ship transport ship, and I didn't really want to get the Kraken because it was too expensive, and I really just didn't have the money at the time, and so I was like, all right, that there's ship transport ship. But the only reason I wanted the ship transport ship is because I was like, I have smaller ships at the time. But then my logic changed, and I was like, I don't really want smaller ships, so I didn't really need a ship transporter ship. So it was mostly going to be like whatever I end up getting, well, I might slap it on the Liberator. But I would have just got rid of it if I already knew the Ironclad was on the way, because the Ironclad fit what I need in my fleet. The Liberator is going to fit somebody's fleet much better because they're going to have ships that they're going to put all over that thing. But now I have the money for a Kraken, so now it would make more sense, instead of getting the Liberator, it would make more sense for me to get the Kraken if I was to pick, you know, between the two. And it's all about knowing which ships are coming out. And even if we're not going to get it, I know that this is where CIG is heading. So I appreciate when they have concepts, even if they're not coming out for 10, 15, whatever. I don't care. So I acknowledge, I didn't forget about our little box over here. It's still here. I acknowledge that people will get upset if they announce too many concepts, and knowing that those concepts won't come for a long time, without releasing ships, right? Because it's like, it feels a little like they're creeping on the new ships, or they're just trying to do money pulls or whatever. But I also appreciate that they're telling us what's coming so that we can better plan what we are going to spend our money on. So there's that. And do I think they'll announce a super capital ship? It's hard, because again, we can't go off of what we knew in the past. We can only go off what's coming in the future. And I don't think they would have worked on one, but they might do a one more thing, you know, at the end. I would love for them to do a one more thing and then be like, what are we missing? Is it the Anvil Capital? I think we're missing the Anvil Capital, right? I would love for them to do a one more thing and then be like, and here is the Anvil Capital. And then like, boom, lights shut off. And then all we see is the commercial, and then they're not taking any questions about it or anything like that. That would be a dope way to end the show. So, do I think they'll do it? No. Do I hope they'll do it? 100%. I hope they just like shut it down, because a Drake Corvette, Anvil Capital. But I think the Drake Corvette, I don't know if does the Ironclad count as the Drake Corvette? Maybe, because that could be CIG's perception. So who knows? Disarray said, let's see how long we can keep him on today. You can't keep me for long, because I haven't done any ship reviews, so I have to get off. But I'm already into an hour, so. Another comment, just to be sure. Yeah, just keep commenting. I mean, the goal is for you to just engage in conversation. You know, so if you're engaging in conversation naturally as you go through the video, then the whole 7-minute thing doesn't apply to you. And Bugfang, I know you're one of those people that you engage in the conversation anyway. So, plus, I want to remind you, Bugfang, you are a member, so you're automatically entered into those contests, including the stream contests. So you don't have to do that comment thing. So I thought I put that in the rules, but maybe I didn't. So I just wanted to state that out loud. You don't have to do the comment thing. You're already entered. Now, your chances improve if you do the comment thing. So it's still a good idea to do it, because then you get entered. You have even more options than your member option. So still good. Technically, you did the Ironclad review twice once it came out. Not saying don't make another one, but if you wanted, you could scratch that one off. See, and these are the technicalities that I understand, but I don't want there to be any technicalities when I say I reviewed every ship by CitizenCon 2024. I think my claim to fame, so to speak, will be that I reviewed every ship in 11 months. And if there's somebody who can say, well, you technically didn't do this, or I can't have that. I can't have none of that. I need that to be my thing, and then somebody else can try to do it. Follower goal met. I had a follower goal? I didn't know I had a follower goal. But we met our follower goal. Yes. Okay, I see something up here. Arcane, did you do something with 300 of something? Did you give me 300 bits? I think that's what that is. So thank you, Arcane. I think you gave me 300 bits. That is awesome. Much appreciated. Zeus next. Is Zeus next? I already did a review on the Zeus. I'm pretty sure I did. If I didn't, then then we'll have to add that to the list. But so once I finish with Tumbril, I'll go back to, it'll still be alphabetical order. So it'll be the Peregrine and Firebird. Well, it'll be that'll actually be one video because I did the Sabers as one video, and that's supposed to be part of that. So Sabers will be one video, and then it'll go in alphabetical order from there. So it should be Sabers, Atlas, Ironclad, and if I didn't do the Zeuses, oh no, I didn't do the Zeuses. No, I'm not doing the Ursa. You know, I do the Ursa and then I do the Zeus. So I do have one more ship. It's not just vehicles. I have the Zeuses that I have to review. So good catch, good catch, Loom. All right, Ironclad at IAE, that would be amazing. I would love to see that. I would say that the Galaxy is probably going to be in gray box at IAE. I wouldn't say it was ready, though. Retaliator is supposed to have a charging station for the Titan. What other ships do you think will get that module as well? And does the Atlas have infinite fuel? I don't think the Atlas will have infinite fuel. I just think fuel, they're waiting for repair to put fuel in. I do think other ships will get that module. I didn't hear about that module though. But if that's the thing, I would assume a bunch of ships are going to get that. Maybe they'll have ships that are specialized in it. Like this is a Titan suit carrier. Ad break in a minute, folks. Let's see what else we got in here. Can't dual stream today, running it on my phone. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to dual stream every time. I appreciate it when you do. If you dual stream, good to go. A restream bot for the chat so YouTube chat is also on Twitch. I will have to figure that out. I don't have time to figure it out before CitizenCon though. Minute and a half of ads still? Okay. Oh. Did we run out of battery? Haha. I fixed this issue. Haha. All right. I know what the issue is. Oh, I'm back. Aha. Okay. Here, let's do this. All right. We're back with terrible focus. All right. We're almost there. All right. So I figured out what that is. So it streams from my I have a what is it, like a video stream device attached to the camera, so I can see like the video without having to be behind the camera. And what happens is that thing overheats. Even if you have battery power attached to it. It overheats. And because it overheats, you have to like either turn it off every once in a while and let it cool off, because these things are not technically meant to go for hours and hours. So it overheats, and then that's why you get the whole Elgato thing failed. But now I know I have to keep a I have to keep a fan on it. I don't know what we just got, but we got something. Raptor on a Badger. You gifted 5 subs? Nice. Thank you. That's awesome. All right, we have to get through some of these questions. Some folks are on an ad break right now. You said water cool it? I'll read what you guys are saying. I'll get back to the questions once the ad break's over. Yeah, doing the current fleet thing after CitizenCon. Ooh, you got a good question, PQ Knuckles. That's a very good question. Okay, everybody's back. I'm gonna finish this question. I'm gonna jump over to PQ Knuckles questions. That's a really good question. What question was I on? The Retaliator modules. Oh wait, 600i is my favorite ship, and my hope is completely broken for seeing it within the next decade. Nah, I think we'll get it next year. I think right now everything is so Squadron 42 focused that the 600 rework was being worked on, and then they were like, they lost all those people. Remember, there was like a bunch of people that left the company, so I think they had to just start pulling stuff off of the shelf, and that was one of the things that got lost. But they're getting back to normal now. I think this will be the first normal CitizenCon. Last year, they had to just basically be like, we lost people, and now we're getting people. Retaliator modules are coming in 3.24.2. Would it be worthwhile purchase in-game now for a 3-person crew? I don't think the Retaliator is a 3-person crew ship, to be completely honest with you. I would need at least 4 if I was running a Retaliator. So I guess it depends on which module. Cargo, you could probably get away with it. I don't know. Maybe you can run it. I don't know. I feel like the Retaliator is a 4-person ship though. The Retaliator is not one of my favorite ships. I love the way it looks though. I think it's really cool. I like the idea of it. But as far as modules, I think it could do more with its modules. I feel like it's not doing enough. My favorite version of it would be the bomber variant, because I think that's the best. I think that's the one that does its role the best of the modules. But yeah, I wouldn't really know what to tell you on the Retaliator, Ace. You'd have to jump in the Discord for that one. All right, I want to get to PQ Knuckles question. What is the most damn I have to change my opinion ship for you? There's technically 2 answers to this. The Arastra. I'm gonna go with the Arastra. The Arastra, when it came out, I completely ignored it. I completely was like, I don't need that. It's not for me. I have an Orion. Why would I ever want the Arastra? It doesn't make sense. For me, it wouldn't make sense. For other people, I get why it made sense. But for me, I was like, I have an Orion. Why would I ever need an Arastra? And then somebody was like, hey, the Orion doesn't go down to ground. And I was like, it doesn't? And it was so obvious to everybody else that owned their Orion, and I was the only person that missed that part. And so I was like, oh man, like I have to go back and figure this out. So I was like, all right, let me go check out the Arastra. And then, mind you, I was only just seeing if I needed it. And then I found out it was an amazing ship. Even just on its own, it was amazing. Because of that refinery. It's basically the large refinery the Galaxy and the Arastra are the two large or subcapital refineries. So all we need is a large and a medium, and I think we're good because we have the small. I don't think we would get a snub. So yeah, we need a large one and a medium one because we already have the small one. So unless the Expanse, does the Expanse count as a medium? Maybe the Expanse counts as a medium, and then we would need the small. But whatever. The point I'm saying though is I noticed that it's basically 3 ships in one. It's a cargo ship because you have great access to the cargo. It's a refinery ship. If that's all you wanted to use it for, it would be great in that role. It's and it's a mining ship. It's you can do all 3. You can do a solid job at all 3 of those, even if those were the only things you bought the ship for. If you only bought it for 500, for the 500 plus SEU storage, you would be fine. If you only bought it for the refinery, you would be fine. If you only bought it for the mining, you would be fine. However, nobody bought it for just one of those things. But the fact that it is so good at all 3, that's what made me be like, yep, got to change my opinion. It literally went from like a ship that I had at like a 6 to like whatever super high score I gave it. All of your ads are in Spanish only. Okay, so I will be changing the ads. Put in the chat what you think the ads should be. Mostly do that in YouTube chat because that's the easiest one to check after. But yes, I will change the ads. I didn't know that it was gonna give you that many ads in the middle. I thought it would just be like one ad and then you're back. But okay, 7 ads, 30 seconds each. That is absolutely insane. No, we definitely got to change that. We got to change that. Wait, can I change it? Maybe I can change it while we're streaming. Nope, I don't have access to it. Wait. Yes, I do. Hold on. Let me see if I can change it. Stream. Ads. Add length and frequency. Oh, you can change it. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, but see, look. So, let me show you guys this. Let me show you this. All right. So this is the issue. You either get one minute ad every 8 minutes, or you get 3 minutes every 24 minutes. So isn't it better to just get them all out the way? Right? And then this one says, how many minutes of video ads do you want? If I lower this. Oh. Okay. So I had this too high. That's what the problem is. How many minutes of video ads do you want to run per hour? Three-minute break. Okay, now I see. So it should be every 36 minutes we do that, right? No. So 2 ad breaks, we should do 2 ad breaks. Right? So, and I stream for 2 hours. So yeah, this is right. 3 minutes every 60 minutes. Yeah, there we go. I think that's right. Okay, we fixed it. I don't know if that'll change on this stream. I don't know if it'll change on this stream, but I think that makes more sense. I didn't read that. I should have read that a lot more than I read that because I definitely didn't understand that. All right. We've been streaming for an hour and 12 minutes, so I got to get through these questions. Let's see. Let's see. It says ads are in Spanish. That's wild to me, though. Death of a Spaceman will kill almost every PvP event. That's a good one. Death of a Spaceman is going to even the odds a lot. I think griefing is going to go down a lot. I think it's going to be interesting. You said events should rely on PvP because that can be shouldn't rely on PvP because that can be exploited. That's true. If I'm like, imagine if I had 20 friends that were willing to go and just destroy an event. Like I got 20 friends. Even better, I'm a streamer, right? I'm a streamer and a YouTuber. At any given time, I could probably get 20 people to play with. How the heck is that fair to somebody who like just doesn't even know 20 people that play Star Citizen? That just completely would be unfair. So you need like certain parts of the mission that are completely like, I can skip this. Maybe you make less money or whatever, but you should be able to like, I don't want an experience where you can completely avoid PvP. And I want to make that very clear. But I do want an experience where you can avoid it 66% of the time. Like 2/3 of the time I should be able to avoid it. And then there's that third of the time where I got to deal with it no matter what. And I think that's even. I think 1/3 of the time you should be able to completely avoid it. 1/3 of the time, you should not know whether you're going to get into it or not. And then 1/3 of the time you're guaranteed to not run into it. I think that's a good balance. All right. I need to stop doing long form answers. Let's see. POG Knuckles, best Tavaran ships. Liberator is meant to have the ability. Let's see. 2 top spots. Yep. Yeah, I love a Xion cap ship. A Xion cap ship. Xion ships. Man, the only reason I don't own a Sulian is just because I don't need it. But I literally created a way to get a Gattac Raylan. So I love that design. That is one of my favorite designs. I don't say it's my favorite because I still have to do some reviews on ship design. The Apollo Lamborghini design is really cool. The BMM interior is really cool, but I don't know how much I like the exterior. Yeah, so we'll see. Prime Chris, what's up? Dark is that Macabre? What's up? Happy to help hit the follow goal. Yes, Mongo Mo. What's up? So I didn't even look at the numbers. I wasn't looking at them. So looks like we got 29 people watching on there, and then I left my stream thing.
Snarky man.
Uh-oh. I don't even know how to get back to it. My channel. I don't know how to get back to it. There we go. 39 people on Twitch. Holy crap. 39 people on Twitch. Holy crap. 30. Sorry. I know that just got crazy in your ear for a while. My bad. It was me saying 39 people on Twitch. 39 people on Twitch. 39 people. My bad. So now we got 34. I understand. I just ruined your ears for 5 seconds. But still, that's insane. I thought like I would be one of those like 5 people on Twitch kind of things. So thank you all for dual streaming. If you're not dual streaming, please try to dual stream. It qualifies you for both the prizes and all that good stuff. And if you need all of the details for that, I do have them on my Discord and website and all that stuff. Well, not website. It's social media. All right. We're pushing through. We're pushing through these questions. Let's see. Have I done one on the Nautilus? Yes. Very in-depth one on the Nautilus. Actually, I think most of my reviews are pretty in-depth. I did not do a checklist to keep track. I did. I did do a checklist and then I lost it. This is why I said you got to send it to me. I never said I was responsible. I said I try though. We can snooze ad breaks if you want us to. Yes, snooze them. Let's see. Raptor on a Badger. Oh yeah, you subscribed. I definitely acknowledge that. FEMA 42. What is subscribed with Prime? I don't know what that is, but I'm glad you subscribed. Much appreciation. Let's see. 5 tier 1 subs? Yo, that is awesome. This is like, I feel like every stream I spend like a third of the time just saying, this is awesome. I need to get a better cooler at Platinum Bay. I have a fan. Look at my cooling solution. Oh, you can't see it. This is my cooling solution. Just a fan blowing on it. I don't even know if it's working. Let's see if it's working. It's working. It's working. It's definitely working. Cause this thing is cool right now. Yeah. We modern problems require modern solutions around here at Billionaire Ninjas. But I want to be clear though, a lot of the stuff that's happening right now is only because I don't have time. Like I'm reviewing all these ships. I don't have time to like fix a lot of the things and set up a lot of the things. After CitizenCon, we will be better. Everything will be better after CitizenCon. I'll just say right after these reviews, everything's gonna get better. Question: you've done all these reviews. Oh wait. Oh wait, I went back up somehow. How did I do that? Yes, very based, Raptor. Very. Whole lot of gifting going on. Yes, you guys are awesome. This is awesome. So I will be. I can't. You know, there's certain things I want to say, but I'm supposed to surprise you all with things. So there's things that I will be giving away that I am super excited about, and this goes a long way in helping that. So I'll just say that. Let's see. Oh, okay. So a prime sub goes to another. Okay, no, that's fine. Like I don't trip about that stuff. You do what you want with that stuff. The subs and stuff. I appreciate all of it though. Pilot weapon module question. What's your opinion on the Orion Hull D combo? Definitely. You said Hull D Hull E combo. I definitely think you will. I don't know how much the Orion can carry, and that's my biggest issue. I don't know how much it can carry inside the sacks. I know how much it can carry standard, which is like 500 something, but that's gonna grow. Or it was like 300 something, and the 300 and something is gonna grow. I think it's 384. But my guess is it's gonna be in the thousands. But don't forget the Hull C carries 4,000, and I would guess they're gonna match that up. They're gonna say, okay, we want at least one ship to be able to take everything the Orion has. So they might say it's 4,600 and that's how much it can carry inside of it. Because that would still be a massive amount of cargo. But as big as that ship is, they might even go bigger. So I would say Hull D is the max. I don't think they would go to 90,000 SCU or anything like that. But I could see 20,000, 10,000 in that crazy range. I could see that. Let's see. Oh yeah, we had that echo. I was waiting for the beat to drop. You said you make good content, people are gonna watch. Cough, cough, CIG. I know that one person from CIG watched at least one of my videos because I had a whole conversation about it. I had one. Oh, you get one free sub from Amazon Prime. That's dope. Didn't know that. Orion was 20K? Okay. What you think will be Soul Singer from CIG? Somebody asked me that question before. Was that part of a leak thing? And chance of Galaxy gray box during CitizenCon, very high. I think the Galaxy would, them saying that the Galaxy is in gray box is enough, even if they don't finish it for another year. But I think they'll say it's in gray box. And also, I think the Perseus will be done very soon after the Galaxy, because a lot of people are asking, why don't we have a combat module for, if you watch my Galaxy review, you already heard this, but like, a lot of people were saying, why don't we have a combat module for the Galaxy? And then I look at the, like, Perseus and the Galaxy, like, when you really look at them, it is so obvious that they were like, what if we just did two ships and then made them seem like they were different, but really this is just a variant of this one, but we're just going to call it something else. Like, it looks very similar. Now, obviously they changed where the bridge is and stuff. They changed stuff on it. But the major part of the ship, where they're going to do the majority of the work, they definitely were like Perseus, Galaxy. So I think whenever we get the Galaxy, expect the Perseus to come within like six months after that. And what do I think the Soul Singer will be? I think the Soul Singer will be that seems too long to be a ship name. So I would guess that it's like some armor or something like that, or a weapon, maybe like a really big weapon, because Soul Singer sounds like a weapon that's trying to make your soul sing, but that seems like it would be a good thing, not a bad thing. So maybe, I don't know, that's interesting though. Where'd you look that up, Ray, of the 16,288 SCU of ore cargo? Where'd you get that from? Because I was looking for that number when I did the review and I couldn't find it. Not from a reputable source. I couldn't find it from a reputable source. Okay, back to YouTube. I got to find some questions here. Misk Endeavor. I did a review on the Misk Endeavor, but I have 3 of them. I think that's all I should ever have to say to the what are your thoughts on the Misk Endeavor question. I have 3 of them in my fleet. 3. 1, 2, yep, 3. I would probably have 4 if I didn't think 4 was ridiculous. And we're just going to act like 3 isn't ridiculous. We're just going to act like that. Do you think AI blades will lessen the multiplayer aspect of Star Citizen? I do not. I think we're going to have 3 versions of AI blades. We'll have really good ones that are very rare or extremely expensive that will make you feel like there's another person in the ship. As in, like, they will be quality. Like, there'll be, like, a really rare AI blade that you can put into, like, your turret that'll give it, like, 90% accuracy or some craziness like that. Right? But it'll be rare. And, like, I think those will be limited to the point where there's only 10 of them in the verse. And, like, only 10 people are going to get that. Right? Or you have to raid to get it. Like, you have to do, like, one of those big missions to get it. Or just to even have access to it. Maybe you only get a blueprint for it, and then you have to actually go and build it and find the stuff for it. They're going to make it very hard. But I don't think it will diminish anything. I think it'll be fine. Couldn't figure out how to message on Discord. Is there something wrong? I think oh man, maybe my Twitch channel doesn't have the Discord thing right. Let me look on here. The invite on Discord is invalid, so let me fix that real quick. This is why we stream, folks, so that we can figure out what are the real issues and solve them in live time. Plus, we're still waiting. We're waiting on an ad break to end still for a minute. What? How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Wow. Yeah, it's right there. Stare me in the face. Yep. 16,000 SCU of ore. This was on the old metrics though. That's probably why I didn't that's probably why I didn't read it. But yeah. So if it was 16,000 then and 600 SCU, oh man, I don't know how that works though, because I think they lowered the amount of SCU that is in one SCU or something like that. But 16,000 sounds right though. I could believe that number. So let's go with 16,000. We'll assume 16,000 going forward. All right. So people should be back from the ad breaks. We will have AI blades that that slave turrets to the pilot. We will have those. They confirmed that. Ooh, when did they confirm that? It was in an ISC actually. Man, it was an ISC. Was it this year or was it last year? I need to. I went and watched every ISC that they've ever done, and I at first when I started it, I was writing like what was the cool thing that came out of that, but I stopped doing that because it was starting to take too long. Let's see. Oh, my bad. I forgot. I was fixing the Discord. Do you? Oh, I got a question on Discord. Do you remember that moment that made you decide to support Star Citizen and invest? Was that a question for this stream? Because I could definitely answer that. Oh, that was King Chaos. We raided King Chaos and they sent me a thing. So dope. I'll talk to them later though. Hold on. I want to fix this stream thing. I want people to be able to join the Discord. Oh, what was that? Invite people. Okay. I was set to 7 days. We don't do 7 days. We do 100 uses, because then we can track how many people used it. Okay, then we copy it, and then we put it in here. Okay. How do I change it? I go to the creator dashboard. Oh, man. Oh, man. Make sure you put question in front of your questions. So then I know that it's question, and we are almost up. We're almost out of time, so ask your questions. Let's see. Oh, nope, not that. They really don't want you working on your channel while you're streaming, which is probably a good idea, but I want people to be able to do things. Ah, there we go. I found it. Connections. Nope. It's not in there. Profile. It's not in there. Somebody know where to find the Discord thing? How to put the Discord thing in your... Oh, I found it. Of course, as soon as I ask. Aha! It has changed. We are back. All right. Let's see. So now the Discord link should work for everybody. No questions. Just pop by to show support. Much appreciated, Artemis. Oh, yeah. Do I have questions for you? Yes, I do have questions for the chat. What are you most like? What to you? Um, if you could only, if only one thing happened at CitizenCon, what would make what would make it a success? Like if you could only see one thing at CitizenCon and you could guarantee that it happened, what would make it a success? Like the one thing that you think will determine that CitizenCon is a success. Like they announced this, so no matter what else they say, CitizenCon is a success. Gamer girl, I see you. The roadmap for 1.0, concrete plan for 1.0, 42 release date, server meshing, Galaxy base building module released. I don't. They can release that. They don't even have to wait 3 months. I think they could release that now because it's just. I mean, they could sell it. You say released in 3 months though. Okay. I think we can already jump to Pyro, right? We can do that in the 4.0. That's 4.0 is in Evocati. They're already jumping to Pyro. Base building is implemented at the base scale end of year, starting in January. Okay. Eyeball wetness of NPCs. Yes, we need that sweet, sweet eyeball wetness. All right. And over here we got what will be the new ship series to be made? For example, right now, RSI, maybe next is MISC. I answered this question in a previous one. I think it's Anvil. But it could be. So if I'm ranking the next three that I think, my first guess is Anvil, my second guess is Drake, and then my third guess is Misk, because we've been seeing either Misk or Mirai, but you know I count Misk and Mirai as the kind of the same thing. But I think it's Anvil because certain ships I think point more to Anvil, and then I think Drake is more so just the fact that they have this ironclad and they're announcing more ships, and Drake has always been that, you know, we cover all the bases type of manufacturer, and plus that could lead them towards doing the Kraken. But that's the thing I also think that stops them from doing Drake, is because there's no way they're going to do a Drake run and not have to end that out with the Kraken. Like nobody's going to be satisfied with the Drake run unless they do the Kraken. So that was what pushed it down to 2 and then made me think Anvil first, because we don't have an Anvil capital. We need an we technically have an Anvil starter with the C8, but like I think we need a more I would say a more combat focused starter. Let's see. Why would you ever need more than one endeavor? Because this is a question from Envoyee. I'm so glad you asked this question because I love talking about my 3 endeavors. So, there will be downtime if you try to switch your modules, right? And not to mention, if you're switching multiple modules, that might increase your downtime even more, right? So, let's say I have a research ship. So, I think mine are I have the Super Collider, I have the science one, and what was the other one I have? Oh, it's the one with the plants that you can put the plants in. So if I wanted to do all 3 of those functions, I can't do all 3 of them at the same time if I don't have 3 separate ships. And on top of that, if I did want to switch my function, it might be, I don't know how long it's going to be, but I would guess it'd be like the same type of insurance downtime, you know, except you can't expedite it like you can with insurance. So let's say it's down for 30 minutes. That would be fine. I would be okay only owning one if it's only down for 30 minutes, because it's like I can go eat some food and come back. But if it's down for 3 hours, then it's like, no, I don't want to do that. On top of that, I'm not going to be the only person using my ships, and I would like to use some of those in, you know, with other ships, right? Like I would love to have my science ship right next to my my ship with all my plants on it, so that I can transport stuff between the two and do the work much faster. And the same thing with my super collider. If I could have all three of them next to each other, the amount of work I could do with three Endeavors just like parked out next to the sun, oh man, oh man, yeah. And the Great War Mage actually has an even better point, which is the price is gonna skyrocket. Yes. If all else fails, I know for a fact the Endeavor will be at least worth twice as much as it is now. And then I can just sell them all and make $350 profit, and that'll be cool too. Let's see. All ships being customized like the 300. That would be your thing. Okay. Was I was frozen for a bit probably, because I'm dual streaming and I don't think my internet likes that very much. What else we got? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Man, we got 45 people watching right now. That is absolutely insane to me. You guys are awesome. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Somebody said new server meshing tech reveal with 500 plus people working. I think they already got that working. It didn't work for a long time, but it did work. I saw 1,000 people on that server. The 2,000 one did not work, but the 1,000 I saw. It was a mess, but it worked for enough time to where you can say that server meshing is legit possible. If they're working on ships in the pipeline, I do think they're going to give a huge update on ships. I think they're going to be like, this is in gray box. This is not in development. This is. I think they're going to do a big section on that. If they said backlog of ships completed, that is never going to happen, Great Dane XL, but I love the way you think. Crusader or Tumbrel being next? That's interesting. What Crusader ships do you think they're going to bring in? Shadow drop release of Squadron 42. That was my crazy thing from the other day. You can play the first 3 missions of Squadron 42. I like that. You think it'll be Misk or Drake, Burger Pops? Good medium multi-role ship from Anvil, yes. Think we'll ever get laser beams? Yes. Mark II Gladiator? I don't know. They just made the Gladiator a lot better with the that September balance rebalance thing. They made the Gladiator a lot better. So I don't know if we'll get the Mark II. Maybe a rework. Man, I don't want to crack it myself, but can't wait to base out of other people's. Yes. I know a lot of people that are like that. Hope it's Drake. I want my Kraken. Yes. Yes. We all want Krakens. I'm still mad at myself. So in my Kraken video, I was trying to be funny and I did this like bone cracking thing instead of doing the release the Kraken. But I just thought the release the Kraken part from Clash of the Titans, I could have did Clash of the Titans. I could have did Pirates of the Caribbean. I just thought that was too on the nose. Like everybody knows that already. But then again, I've done some that were already on the nose. So, I can do it. I can do it better. I will get better. You know. Let's see. Do I think CIG will ever get rid of buyback tokens? Yes. They've already said they were going to get rid of those, actually. They've confirmed they will get rid of those. Let's see. Let's see what else we got. Mark II Starfarer. I would be okay with a Mark II Starfarer. I do think they should just fix the old one, but I do think because it was a required level, and this is kind of this was their process for why they needed to keep the original Anvil ship, right? Like, or the original F7C, because they need that ship for Squadron 42. So until Squadron 42 releases, they can't get rid of that ship. They can't change it drastically. It's written into too much stuff for them to change it. And I think that's going to be the same thing for the Starfarer. They're just going to have to release a new version of it. But the problem with that is that they need to give people the upgrade. If I have the old one and you're going to tell me that one's getting retired, then give me the upgrade to the new one. If I already own it at the time you announce it, right? It shouldn't be like, oh, let me go buy one so I can get the upgrade. But yeah. One of the panels has with an old friend from Citizen Con's past. Oh, they're definitely doing some sandworm stuff. Because that's going to be the one thing is like, they announced Squadron 42. Where's the sandworm? You know, you can tell what people are going to say in the comments. I've been doing the YouTube thing long enough to where I can kind of predict some of the stuff that will be said, which is great because now I can put it in the video and I don't have to like argue with people in the comments as much. Because if you watch my videos, check the comments, you'll see I'll be in there. I'll be tussling in there. First time chat from Diffus said, hey, didn't realize you gotten into streaming. Love the YouTube videos. Much appreciated, sir. No buyback tokens is the reason I have 3 pages of CCU chains in my account. Thanks for the subscription, Diffaz. I see it. The badges and stuff will get better. I have to figure out how to do all that stuff. You said, why am I purple? Because I don't know how to use my camera yet. It's a brand new camera. It's a brand new camera. And you know what? Actually, I think I might actually be able to change that. Oh, it gets crazy. It doesn't change the color, though. It's either open or closed. I like being a little purple, though. Yeah, it's different. How many new animals do you think will intro at SitCon? I think 2. No, because they already announced 2, so 3. I think there'll be 2 that we know about and 1 that we don't, because they like surprising us. Oh, King Chaos! Hey, what's up? I got your message on Discord. Yes, I raided, and that was my first ever raid. So you're part of Billionaire Ninja history. Also, I legit like I meant to just raid and then I was gonna leave because I have so much to do before CitizenCon. But I actually stayed because it was like legit interesting content. So if you guys don't like subscribe to King Chaos, go, because his channel is legit. Like I was watching and I was entertained, and I had things to do and I still stayed and watched. All right, I think we're getting close to the end here. I want to give one more push for questions before I hop out. I've been streaming for an hour and 48. These are supposed to be 1 hour streams, by the way. But I can't. It's so hard to leave when people are like, hey, what about this? And what about this? Because I love talking about Star Citizen. That's why I started a YouTube channel. Like, all this stuff is great. Like, people giving bits and subscriptions and memberships and stuff. Man, like, that's icing on top. All I do is talk about the ships that I love, talk about the game that I love, and then, like, everything else feels like it's extra. So thanks to everybody. Let's see what else we got. He's 1 hour stream. Nah, we're gonna kill another battery. I got 2 batteries now. Let me tell you a quick story since we're getting close to the end. Thanks for all your ship reviews. Thank you for watching all my ship reviews. Quick story. Okay, so I had 1 battery, right? This battery is like, I think it's like $400 because it's a battery that supposedly lasts for a long time and powers all of your stuff. I have this huge screen. I have this huge camera. I'll show it on my channel at some point. But there's 2 very big things that it has to power. And so if it only lasts 2.5 hours, it's a massive battery. So even though it lasts 2.5 hours, that's still amazing. But also, I ordered it from one company and they took too long to send it, so I canceled the order and ordered it from another company. The other company sent it immediately, but then the old company couldn't stop the order quick enough, so they sent it to me anyway, and they told me just deny the package. So I tried to, but they delivered it anyway. So then I was like, hey, they delivered this. Just send me like a thing, and then I'll send you all your stuff back. And they were like, mind you, I already got it at a discount. So I think I spent like $700. And they dropped it to like $560 or something like that because I got it on some deal or something. And they were like, hey, instead of returning it to us, why don't we give you another discount and only charge you half of what you paid? And then you can keep the stuff. And I was like, what? So basically I get $700 worth of stuff for like $250. And I was like, yes. Absolutely. So if any of you need some camera equipment for a Canon R5C or R5, I think it works for both. Hit me up because I got some stuff to sell. That company was Small Rig, by the way. I feel like they deserve a shout out because that was like Giga Chad behavior, so to speak. So like $500. I basically saved $500 on this equipment. But the biggest part of that, and the reason I'm telling the story, is because the battery that I'm using right now was part of that. It's a $400 battery, people. A $400 battery. And they basically gave it to me for like pennies on the dollar. So I have 2 of these batteries now. So, and that was never going to happen before. I was never going to buy another $400 battery. That was just not going to happen. We were just going to be limited to 2.5 hours of using this camera, and that was going to be it. But now we got 5 hours. We got 5 hours, folks. There's a better solution though. I can plug both of these things directly into like the electrical of the house, right? But I don't know how to do that yet. So until I figure out how to do that, I think I could just, plug in a regular USB with a USB-C thing and then just have it run that way. But I don't want to do that until I research it because camera equipment can be finicky with what type of power it receives. And I don't want to like send some omega charge to my camera and it destroys it. So, yeah. All right, last few questions, and then we will hang it up. And I'm rating out. I'm not going to forget. Who should we raid? Put that in the chat, too. Because right now, let's see. Who would I raid right now? Let's see. Certain people don't need raids, but hey, certain people are just already... They're doing crazy. But I do want it to be somebody who's doing Star Citizen content. So maybe Burks. Z Kudu, Mind One, Woolies. You guys tell me who you want to raid in the chat. All right, last few questions. Oh yeah, and King Chaos. It was Ubo's idea. So yeah, shout out to Ubo. All right, I think that's it. Ironclad, Chad or not? I have the assault. I have the Ironclad assault. I have the Ironclad assault because I think it's the more versatile of the two. But you know, I mean, I'm gonna review these soon anyway. So I think both ships. I think you could. It's one of the few ships where owning both is probably the best bet, because both of them are really good on their own, and it's not a either or type of scenario because they're both so good. But it just depends on your fleet. I don't need both because of other ships I have in my fleet, but I could see why somebody would buy both of those. Defez, you said I love the assault, but it lacks the tractor beams. That's what the ATLS is for. So yeah, the ATLS basically destroyed the it doesn't have tractor beams thing for me, because now I can, and now you, especially because now you can buy them in game. I bought multiple ATLSs, but I bought them to use as LTI tokens. But I do have one that I might keep because I like the blue skin. I liked it enough to where I was like, maybe I should just, because I'm thinking, how much would I pay for the skin? I would pay like $6 or $7 for the skin, and then I'm like now I'm like $29 away from just owning the ship. So it's my logic. I don't expect you guys to have that logic, because Star Citizen purchase logic is not regular logic, by the way. If you're bringing regular logic to Star Citizen logic, you're gonna be in for a bad time. You're gonna be in for a real bad time, because we don't think like everybody else. Yeah, but the ATLS should definitely be an earning game. Yeah, we'll end it there. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for all the bits and all that stuff. I'm new to it. I'm starting to learn how it works though. You got bits. Hopefully our ads are better now. We'll do them in big bunches so you don't get an ad at like every 8 minutes or whatever. It should be every 60 minutes now. Yeah, I know we gotta pay the bills, right? So we have to have some ads, right? But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. The dual streamers, the members, the subscribers, everybody. And just remember, I don't, should I do it? I'll do it. I mean, why not? I'll do it. I probably have overdone it at this point. But digital ships aren't imaginary. Digital ships are imagine necessary. We're gonna raid Burks. Folks. We're gonna raid Burks. Come on, we're raiding Burks. Thanks for watching the stream. All right, who's ready? We're ready? Are we ready? Did we ready? Come on, let's get ready. We're raiding Burks. I think we got enough. 32 people. We're going. 5, 4. Later, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm clicking the button a bunch of times.
Commodities, right?